What if, in the pivotal moments of Arcane, Vi had chosen Jinx over everything else? Over Caitlyn, Piltover, and even her ideals? Let me explain. The sister story already steeped in tragedy and betrayal, and could have taken an entirely different path. This decision wouldn't have been a clean resolution, but a messy, emotionally charged choice with consequences that could shake the very foundation of Zaun and Piltover. By choosing Jinx, Vi's actions wouldn't magically heal the wounds between them. Instead, it would ignite a series of events that could either begin to mend their fractured bond, or plunge them both into even deeper chaos. Now, Vi choosing Jinx would create absolute chaos, starting with Caitlyn. The bond Vi had built with Caitlyn, and by extension Piltover, would be shattered. To Caitlyn and the Enforcers, this would appear as a betrayal, a move aligning Vi with the chaos Jinx represents. Piltover, already on the edge, might retaliate, escalating tensions between two cities. For Jinx, this choice would strike a deep emotional chord. It would validate her longing for Vi's love and affirm her place as Powder, her innocent self. But this validation wouldn't erase the years of manipulation and trauma. Jinx would still be haunted by the ghosts of her past, Milo and Clagger, and the younger Powder who believed she was beyond saving. Vi's support could become both a lifeline and a weight, pulling Jinx into a complex emotional struggle she isn't ready to face. Meanwhile, Silco would see Vi's choice as the ultimate betrayal. His careful grooming of Jinx into a weapon would feel undone, leading to an eruption of violence. Silco wouldn't let Jinx go without a fight, creating an immediate high-stakes threat for both sisters. So, Vi choosing Jinx doesn't mean breaking the cycles of vengeance that plague Zaun and Piltover. It simply shifts them. Silco, enraged by Vi's interference, might channel his anger into outright war, using the full force of Zaun's resources to retaliate. On the other hand, Piltover, seeing Vi as a traitor, could tighten its grip on Zaun, escalating oppression and further fueling rebellion. The cycle isn't just systematic, it's personal. Vi's choice to stand by Jinx mirrors Vander's choice to abandon Silco for peace, sparking resentment that ripples through generations. Similarly, Vi's inability to let go of Jinx could backfire, pushing her sister further into chaos she's trying to escape. Jinx, still driven by her fractured psyche, might lash out unpredictably, even at Vi, perpetuating a spiral of pain and retribution. The real question becomes, could Vi's loyalty to Jinx break this cycle, or would it trap them both in a new kind of destruction? At its core, Arcane is a story about fractured bonds, and the relationship between Vi and Jinx is its emotional centerpiece. If Vi had chosen Jinx, it would have been an attempt to rebuild the bond they lost as children, but the relationship between the sisters is so damaged that it couldn't simply revert to what it once was. For Vi, choosing Jinx means rekindling hope that her sister can still be saved, but this hope comes with heartbreak as she finally confronts the reality of who Jinx has become. The innocent Powder she remembers is buried beneath layers of trauma, guilt, and chaos. Vi's determination to fix her sister might only deepen Jinx's instability as Jinx struggles with the weight of her actions and her fractured identity. Jinx's internal conflict is another layer of this broken relationship. Torn between her past as Powder and her present as Jinx, she embodies a cycle of self-destruction. Flashbacks of her childhood innocence, juxtaposed with her chaotic present, underscore the deep divide within her. Vi's choice to side with Jinx might give her a reason to confront this divide, but it wouldn't guarantee resolution. Instead, it could amplify her turmoil, turning her into an even greater wildcard in Zaun's volatile future. Now, Jinx's fractured identity makes her both a product of Zaun's cycles of vengeance and a potential key to ending them. If Vi chooses her, it creates an opportunity for Jinx to break free from Silco's influence. But breaking free doesn't mean simply following Vi. It would require Jinx to reject both Silco's rebellion and Vi's idolized image of Powder, forging her own path. However, Jinx's actions suggest she's more likely to perpetuate the cycle. The rocket launching scene at the end of Season 1 is a powerful metaphor of escalation, a declaration that she has embraced chaos. In this alternative timeline, even with Vi at her side, Jinx's unresolved trauma might lead her to create new forms of destruction. Could she metaphorically launch another rocket, this time targeting Piltover, Silco, or even herself? The reality is that Vi choosing Jinx wouldn't guarantee freedom from these cycles. it would merely shift the struggle. The sisters' bond might plant the seeds of redemption, but Jinx's chaotic nature could just as easily consume them both. So Vi's choice to stand by Jinx could reshape the dynamics between Zaun and Piltover. With Silco's empire destabilized, a new power vacuum would emerge in Zaun. Piltover might exploit this instability, tightening its grip on the Undercity, but it could also pave the way for new leaders like Echo or even Jinx herself. In one scenario, Jinx's genius could be channeled into dismantling Piltover's control over Zaun, targeting the systems of oppression that keep the cities locked in conflict. In another, her chaotic tendencies might spark an uprising that burns everything down, Zaun and Piltover alike. Vi's role in this would be critical, as her loyalty to Jinx could serve as the foundation for a movement of change, or drag her into the same destructive cycles she's been trying to escape. The broader question isn't just whether Vi choosing Jinx would save her sister, it's whether this choice could finally break the system that created their tragedy, or if it would doom them both to become yet another chapter in Zaun and Piltover's endless conflict. So, if Vi had chosen Jinx, it wouldn't have been a simple resolution, it would have been a leap into the unknown. This choice could have shifted the balance of power between Zaun and Piltover, created opportunities for redemption, or unleashed chaos on an unimaginable scale. The true question isn't just about what would happen to the sisters, it's about whether their bond could ever be strong enough to break the cycles of vengeance, pain, and destruction that have defined their world. If you guys made it to the end and liked my theory on this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And for more content like this, make sure to stay tuned and hit that bell button. I will see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.